All right. So, welcome to my live, everybody. Eric F. King here. I'm going to be here for just a short while, but I want to share with you today 7 ways to build visibility, authority, and credibility for your business. So, this short training will be for speakers, authors, coaches, people that just want to, get the word out about what they do and who they serve. All right. So I just want to give you a little bit about my background. Again, Eric F. King. I'm the founder of studiospeaking.com. And for over 17 years, I have been helping coaches, authors, speakers, entrepreneurs um, basically share their information, sell their offers without being pushy or salesy. Okay, and that's very important because we all start a business to make money, but you have to remember the people you serve. You have to focus on them. So it can't be about you. It has to be about the people you serve. And the people you serve, if they know, like, and trust you, and they believe you can help them, then they will buy from you. All right. So I'm going to like I said, I've been doing this for 17 years and built a big business. I sold well over $35 million worth of products and services over the years. And I did a lot of events. I've spoken on events. I've spoken on different stages. I've spoken on podcasts. And one thing I found is there are a lot of coaches and speakers that do the same thing. And I realized that you have to separate yourself from the masses to be successful. If you do what everybody's doing, you will get what everybody's got. That's the bottom line. So I was looking for a way to do something different. All right. And then I was introduced to speaking in a studio. So I attended an event, a Tony Robbins event, where he had a studio. He had all these big Zooms, right? There was a huge Zoom. The speakers would come out and they'll speak in front of a live audience. And it was incredible. One of the speakers, Lisa Nichols, I'll never forget, she gave a presentation and she asked how many people, want to learn more about what I just spoke about. And I could just see the chat. It was like a big 6 foot chat, right? I could see like 200 people say, me, 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 me. I'm like, wow, this is amazing. And I decided, you know what? I need to do that. I need to speak on a big stage to separate myself from all the other sales coaches. So I spoke at a studio event. And it was incredible because people saw me in a different light, right? When I did this presentation, I had over 30 people book a call to meet with me afterwards. Several of them ended up buying my offer. I probably had the best sales day in terms of amount of money I've ever made in one day before, ever. Right? So I realized that this works. And I realized that it works. And then once I realized it worked, I realized that if it worked for me, it can work for other coaches, authors, influencers, right? Because if you're helping out people get what they want, you'll have everything you want. That's when I started my company, studiospeaking.com, where I help people with this, right? So I'm gonna go over 7 points real quick. Oh, by the way, welcome Carlos, welcome Jennifer, welcome Coral. By the way, Jennifer is speaking on our stage April 14th, so you all want to come out to see her. If you want to know how to quit your 9 to 5, go full time in your business, and be able to make a significant income, Jennifer is the person to listen to. She's the expert. All right. So definitely, I'll put it in the chat somewhere. Or call if you have the information. I'll put it in the chat so people can sign up for that. All right. So that's just by the way. Number one thing you want to do, folks, is you want to build an audience. You want to build an audience. All right. A big mistake that people make is they get on social media and they just connect with people and they just want to sell them the offer. They just connect and say, hey, I'm jump on my call so you can hear what I'm doing, or hey, check out my website, or hey, I have this great offer, is going to help you. Click here to buy. And they realize that nobody wants it. Nobody buys. Like it's you can do that for months and not get one sale, and you're wondering Why? You're thinking maybe what I have is not a good thing. It's not going to help people. That's not the case. You may actually have a great offer, but you have to realize that people have to know, like, and trust you before they buy. They have to know, like, and trust you. How do they do it? They do it by you sharing information that can help them without pitching, without asking for a sale. Okay. You're just building connections, you're building an audience. Um, I'll give you an example. So let's think about Starbucks. Starbucks, right? Before Starbucks, believe it or not, we used to drink coffee. Believe it or not, we used to drink coffee before Starbucks. And everybody had coffee. McDonald's had coffee. Every restaurant had coffee. There's coffee everywhere, right? But Starbucks built an audience, right? People that go to Starbucks, it's like their family. They know all the names of those drinks. I don't even know them, but you know what I mean? Those $10 drinks, those $10 coffees, right? It's like a family. So they built an audience, right? So now people go there. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how much they spend. It's like they're part of the community. And when you build a community, then the people in the community want to support you. Okay, they want to support you. All right. Thank you, Carl, for putting that in there. All right. So, and then you want to be able to track what you're doing, track your community, right? Track how many people are added to your Instagram followers every month, LinkedIn followers, email list, like all of that I track, right? Because you want to see your audience, how it grows. All right. That's number one. Number two, you want to show up on video. Okay, that's what I'm doing right now. I'm showing up on video. Let me tell you the importance of this. You see, video connects people to you. I remember when I first started online marketing, I met with a lady, and we're talking about my sales course, right? And she told me that she has to run, that she didn't realize she has to pick up her son. So she really can't stay. She said, well, Eric, go ahead and put the link in the chat and I'll just buy it and then we'll go. And then I said, okay. So she did it, she bought it. And then, when we started the class, I asked her, I said, what made you buy my offer, my sales course, when I never actually went over everything you're going to get? She said, because Eric, I've been seeing you on video over and over and over, and I feel like I know you. I know, like, you're going to help me out so that you don't have to get into a pitch, right? That's the power of video. That's the power, right? So some of you are watching this video now. Some people are watching it live. Some people are watching it on replay, right? But whatever it is, I'm giving you value. Whether you buy now, buy later, never buy, you're getting value today. So that's what you want to do. You want to show up on video. 80% of the content that is consumed online is video content. 80%. That's powerful, folks. So you want to be part of it. And if you're shy or you're like, well, Eric, I'm not comfortable on video, that's why you need to do it. That's why I wasn't comfortable on video either, right? It's the people that are willing to get out of the comfort zone that actually become the most successful. Like I said, you do what everybody else does, you have what everybody else has, right? Most people say, I'm not comfortable. Most people don't do it. So most people don't make money in their business with video, right? So you want to learn from the people that have done it and become better at it, right? Number three, you want to demonstrate an expertise. Demonstrate an expertise. Oh, by the way, I see Christina Smith on here. Awesome. She's going to be one of our speakers at an upcoming event also. You're going to be blown away by what she's going to teach you all. Blown away. So connect with her. Connect with her. Yeah. All right. She's going to teach you how to literally change your life. Change your life. All right. But I'm not even going to get into it right now. But good to see you, Christina. All right. So you want to demonstrate expertise. That is, be good at something. Be so good that people want to pay you to learn it. Okay. The opposite of this is when you want to be a jack of all trades. There's so many jacks of all trades. People that are like, when you apply to speak on my stage, you fill out a little form on studiospeaking.com, which asks you, what is your specialty? Do you know some people say, well, Eric, I'm a mindset coach. I'm a social media manager. I'm also an insurance agent. I'm a part-time barber. I also run events. And they say all these things and they think that that's going to impress me, but it's just the opposite. That means you're not an expert at anything. That means you can't speak on my stage. Why? Because no one's going to actually pay you a lot of money if you do if you're doing all these different things. You have to be good at something. Let me give you an example. Let's say I'm looking to hire a mindset coach. Okay. And I go on the website of two people. One person says, hey, I'm a mindset coach, but I also sell insurance on the side and I'm into crypto, right? And by the way, I'm a branding coach as well because I'm good at branding and I can teach you public speaking as well. And they have all that out on their side. Now you're confused. You're like, what are they? I wonder what they're good at. Like, I don't even know. So you're so confused. You're not even going to book a call. You go to the next person and the person says, I'm a mindset coach. They have a book on mindset. They have a podcast on mindset, right? They have a blog on mindset. They have videos talking about mindset. Who are you going to choose? It's obvious. You're going to choose number two. That's the expert, right? There's a reason why specialists make more than generalists, right? A cardiologist, a heart surgeon will always make more than a family doctor because a family doctor does a little bit of everything, right? I mean, try booking an appointment with a specialist. It may be like 2 weeks out because they're specialists, right? A lot of people want to see them, they're specialists. But the problem is that most of us think that the more we do and the more people we serve, the more successful we'll be, the more money we'll make. Exact opposite. It is the exact opposite. So let me say this because I know what some of you are thinking. But what about multiple streams of income? Eric, I want multiple streams of income. Here's the deal. The people that have multiple streams of income, they started with one stream, one major stream, right? Oprah Winfrey is into a lot of businesses, but she had one stream for 25 years. That was her show, the Oprah Winfrey Show, right? One stream. And then she built multiple, right? So don't get confused between multiple streams and multiple droplets. There are a lot of people that have multiple droplets of income, like 1,000 here, 500 here, 200 here, and they really don't make a lot of money, right? So get good at something. Get good at something. You'll sell more. You'll be able to increase your price. You'll be able to get more speaker engagements because you are a specialist. Okay. Number 4 is you want to speak on more stages. You want to speak on more stages. Here's the deal. You want to speak one to many. Let me give you an example. Right now, I'm talking one to many, to Coral, to Christina, to Carlos, to Jennifer, to all these people, and then people will watch it on the replay, right? So I'm talking to hundreds, maybe even thousands eventually of people, right? One to many. It's better than just speaking to one, right? You want to speak one to many. How do you do that? There's so many ways. There's podcasts, there's online summits, there's lives, there's different ways, right? But what I believe is the most effective way to get to a lot of people at one time is speaking in a studio because it separates you from the masses, right? If you go to studiospeaking.com, you'll see several examples of people that have spoken in a studio to a live audience. And when they do that, people see them on a bigger stage. They see how many people are watching them. They see them get an award. Like in our case, we actually give them an award, right? And a lot of times, people after they speak on my stage, they're like, Eric, I have people signing up for my offer that they've been following me for a long time and they never signed up before. The reason is they see you in a different light now, right? They see you in a different light. So just real quick, what we do on studiospeaking.com is number one, we help increase your visibility, right? So you get the videos that come from this speaking engagement. We put it on Instagram, LinkedIn, TikTok. We do ads so people can see it, right? We help increase your visibility. those videos that we create, we actually give them to you. We'll give you the reels, and then we promote them as well, right? So you every day you'll see people being promoted on my page, right? So that's one. Number two, we also do we do a photo shoot for you, right? So you can use these pictures on social media, on your ads, on your books, whatever it is. We give you those beautiful, beautiful videos, right? My photographer is one of the best I'm giving him an award. He's one of the best I've ever seen. I fly him wherever I'm going because that's how good he is. Okay, so you'll get that. Also, you get to network with high level coaches, high level speakers, right? High level influencers. We all go out to dinner. We all have a good time, right? It's not, who you know, it's who knows you, right? You want these people to know you too, right? So we do that for you, right? Did I tell you we give you an award? So we give you an award for your past accomplishments. Do you know there are people that have been in business 15, 20, 30 years, never received an award, right? You want to receive an award in front of an audience to be able to, so you have that credibility and you are the authority. You want to be able to put that award in your mantle, put it in your house, put it somewhere where people can see it, right? That gives you the credibility. And how do you do that? By being good at something, right? I can't, like, a statue has never been erected for a generalist. Like, here stands John Jones. He's good at everything, and he's like, there's no such thing. You got to be good at something. That's why you get a statue, right? You got to be good at one thing, right? So I'm not gonna beat that over the head, but hey, trust me, it works. Dr. Marcia, good to see you. Good to see you. All right. So yeah, so that's what we do. Like I said, we have an event April 14th. Okay, click on the link to register. It's absolutely free, so you can show up. If you want to be a speaker on one of our events, go to studiospeaking.com and you'll fill out a short form just to see that you qualify, and I'll be glad to meet with you. All right. So that was I believe that was number 4. Number 5, social proof. This is big. Listen to this. Social proof. People want to know that you have helped other people in their shoes. People will believe what other people say about you more than what you say about yourself. Really, I'm serious, right? Some of you may be hearing me for the first time today, like, he sounds good, but I don't know if he's really telling the truth. I don't really know him, right? And that's true. That's fair. You go on my page, you see 23 people that talk about me, talk about my events, right? And that, oh, okay, so now I'm getting to know this guy, right? Exactly. So you want to be able to have testimonials for what you do, right? On your website, right? When you create a landing page, like if you click on the link to register, you'll see what we call a landing page. You'll see testimonials of people that have come to my event, right? You always want to be putting testimonials, written and video testimonials, so people see what you do, right? That's very important. Make sure you have those testimonials out there so people can understand what you do. And another thing is too, people are looking for different things, right? I'll tell you a story real quick. So there was a lady that took my sales coaching class, Compassionate Closer sales coaching class. And she learned a lot from it. She started selling her high ticket offer. She started making more money than she ever made before. She called me. She was excited. Her name is Sabrina. She said, "Eric, this is unbelievable. You really helped me out." And I said, "Congratulations." And I said, "Are you willing to do a short testimonial for me?" She said, "Sure." So she sends me a video of a testimonial, right? And in this video, she doesn't talk about how much money she made. She doesn't talk about how many people bought. She don't talk about any of that. You know what she says? She says, "Eric is he's really trustworthy. You can trust him with your business." That's like, so I'm looking at this video. I'm like, she didn't even say anything about what she got out of it. So anyway, I posted reluctantly, right? A couple weeks later, I meet with someone, and another day I meet with someone on Zoom, and we're talking, and she said, "Eric, I'm ready to go. I'm ready to buy what you have." Right? I said, "Well, there's still some things I want to share." She said, "I really don't need to hear any of that. I'm ready. I can do it. I'm ready to go." So I said, okay, so don't argue, right? So I signed her up. And then later I said to her, why didn't you want to hear the rest of it? She said, well, because I saw a lady on your website that talked about how trustworthy you are. And that's all that I needed to hear. And I'm like, wow, right? I didn't know that that was a good testimonial, right? But you never know what people are looking for. But when you have those testimonials of different people, somebody will can relate to somebody else. Oh, just today, I met with a lady, I won't mention her name, that said she was interested in speaking on my stage because she saw some people on the website that she knows. And if they endorse me, then they're interested. One of the guys is Shay Brown. He said, I saw Shay on there. And I said, well, if Shay is working with you, I'm working with you. That's another benefit, right? As you start to accumulate these testimonials, some people will see people they know, right? All right, good. And then number 6 is networking and collaboration. Networking and collaboration. I was a business major, so marketing specifically, but I got a degree in business. And over 90% of what I have learned in business, I did not learn in business school. I learned through networking and collaboration, right? So networking is number 6, networking, right? You want to be able to meet different people. Some people in your industry, some people outside of your industry. You want to just meet different people, learn from different people, right? If you see this book right here, I learned how to write a book from somebody that was in a networking group. He said, Eric, you don't have a book yet? I said, no. I said, I don't know where to start. He said, let me introduce you to a group that, we write books. I said, okay. I joined this group. I'm seeing all these best-selling authors, right? So the thing I thought was hard, he made it easy because I'm around these people. And within 4 months, I had a best-selling book on Amazon, right? Because I was networking, right? So that's the thing. You want to network with as many people as you can, get to know people, okay? And then lastly is collaboration. You want to work with people as well, right? You want to work with others. What happens is when you work with others, it's mutually beneficial, right? So let's say I do a live, let's say, let me just choose someone here. Let's say Jennifer. Okay, so let's say I do a live with Jennifer on her page, right? Some people come to see Jennifer, but then they'll see me and say, oh, what he's doing it looks good. They end up either buying from me, join my coaching, whatever it is. And then Jennifer comes on my stage, right? Or my Zoom or whatever. And the same thing happens. Some people, they came to see me, but they see Jennifer, I think, oh, you know what? I've always wanted to quit my job. Jennifer is an expert at helping you do that. I'm interested. And they work with Jennifer. Now, I didn't lose anything. She didn't lose anything, but we both benefited, right? So you want to collaborate. Right? So that's what I want to share with you all today. Those 7 tips on building your visibility, authority, and credibility. And by the way, if you are, again, interested in attending one of our events, just click on the link, successwitheric.com/next level. Look, these 6 speakers will literally take you to the next level of your life. You need to show up. It's free, okay? And you know me, I don't put everybody on my stage. I don't, like most of the people that say they want to be on the stage, I said, sorry, don't qualify, right? So I bring you the best of the best, the cream of the crop, the drip of the drop. Those are the people I put on the stage. And if you're interested in speaking, I'll fill out the form, studiospeaking.com. I'll be glad to meet with you. All right. So I am going to end for today. Appreciate all of you being here. If you are here live, you can just put #live. If you are hearing on replay, #replay. And we will see you next time. All right. It's been a plum pleasing pleasure to be here with you this evening. Take care. Bye-bye.